What's up? It's your bitch.
It's your boy.
It's your bitch boy doll. That's me. What do you remember from last time?
Oh gosh.
We technically had our first day, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
first
Technically,
classes.
finally, we met students.
Yeah. We had it was an induction.
We had our first class,
think we-
and in that class, we met a bunch
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Supposed to be,
Mhm.
Olivine, who was teaching it, was supposed to be Havelock, but
That's right.
Yeah.
things
Havelock
happened.
was not there.
No, he would not.
We practiced to detect
Show-
magic.
Yep.
I
And
could not
then
even get
we
a
had
sigil to
break.
form.
Oh.
Yeah, we did have a break.
And then we had a break, and wild things happened. Nim got poofed. Skyla flirted. Finnick tried to talk to Alan, and interesting stuff happened. August also tried to talk to people, slightly more successful than Finnick, question mark. Lorelei made chaos on accident with ink that was not explained of how it worked. Kalir
That's good.
manhandled Taylin. Gosh. And then we split up into teams, and Wit was like, come outside, we're gonna do things. And our teacher attacked us.
Oh yeah, that's where we ended.
He did it.
hates us, he wants us
summoned
dead.
some kind of like water elemental golem thing, and it's attacking us.
All I'm saying is, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be dealing with this thing. So
We're-
they may not
Exactly.
be directly involved, but they made it happen. So
Point is, we're under fucking attack.
Ready.
Yeah, ready.
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 Okay.
I've been ready.
I need everyone to enter their initiatives into the initiative tracker on roll 20.
Did we roll initiative?
Would this be
before?
considered my first roll?
Yeah, I was about to say, I also get disadvantage. Thanks. Do we
This
roll with disadvantage?
this would be considered a d20 roll.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, disadvantage with my new Lorelei dice.
Hey,
Let's go.
I got those for you for Christmas.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not shit.
All right, there's
But if
that
they
one.
are, I'm sorry.
No one needs
No, they're
disadvantage
still
when you
tricky.
start the game with a nat 1.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Alrighty. It wasn't actually. That's.
First.
I'll just hang out down here at the bottom. Don't mind me.
Lorelai, you get,
Rip.
you get an inspiration from Brianna as well, as an apology.
Wait, what?
That's
You-
an
Brianna gave
apology.
so you get an inspiration.
Thank you. You know what? The disadvantage was on initiative, and honestly, that worked out perfectly for me. But I still appreciate. I can spell. Oh my gosh. What is the English language?
It's a hard one. That's what it is.
True.
Every single time I have someone be like, "Oh, I'm trying to learn English," I'm like, "I feel so bad for you."
Like, I'm sorry.
Good for you. You're braver than I am.
Okay, everyone's initiative is entered. I entered those of you that didn't put it in roll 20, just so you know. But there's a little trick. Sometimes it won't let you input it when someone else is typing it. So just be a little bit patient with the program. For some reason, it's, a multi-dollar company, and it just, you know. Okay. Coalescing from ice, snow, and flowing water, a massive elemental twists and tears up from the fountain, reaching towards the sky, casting a long shadow. Though the air is crisp, the water that is ever flowing and effervescent through the churning waves of this living aquan creature, it is made colder as the water splashes out over the flagstone. And that crisp breeze is turned into something that is a chilly kiss. Its scent is pleasant, though the energy of it, the intelligence that is a roaring toil, is malice. And Arnav, the teacher, is confronted by Wit, who says, "What are you doing? They're first years, and it's time that they learn what magic is really about, and that it doesn't actually give a fuck who wields it. You want to know why you're at this school? You're at this school to learn why and how magic fucks up, because it will betray you. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care where you're from. That should be the first lesson that all first years learn. We shouldn't be learning it during our 3rd or 4th year. We should be learning it today." And Olivine says, "Arnev, I'm going to have to ask you to stand down or what? You're going to physically stop me? Not that hard!" And he slaps his wheelchair that he's strapped into. "Not hard at fucking all." Behind you, Kalir shifts, and he mutters in Draconic, and Tavin says, "You're not wrong. I mean, it is a rather dangerous thing to learn about magic, but I feel like this is quite extreme." Finnick, next to you, Alan kind of steps protectively in front of you, his wings flicking, an aggression that wasn't there when you were communicating with him before is now quite prevalent. And it's just a flash of a moment that you catch it. Skyla, you feel, even though she's not quite on the screen, like right next to you, you feel Taylin tug on your shirt behind you as she is going to also move here. So she's by you and Lorelai. Lorelai, Taylin's hand is completely outstretched in front of you in a protective way. Yes, she's a first year, but there's this distinct impression that she's like, "I know magic more than you. I'm going to save you, my friend. Don't worry." Who is next to Tavendel? All right, I need Cassius and Nim. I need you to roll a perception, and then we'll proceed with combat.
Okay. My perception is going to be a simple 14.
Okay, Cassius.
Oh, wow. 22. I think that's the most perceptive perception he's ever had.
And I lied, his name is not Tavendel, that's the redhead. Tavin is the redhead. This is Thalantir. Thalantir seems unfazed. And muttering back at you, he says, "This is kind of to be expected. Professor Havelock's been unhinged since his accident. You'll learn combat training one way or another, so don't be afraid. Even if you're training to be a bard, to twist magic, to sing, and make fairies dance, you can still die by it." And he begins to generate heat, and he starts to hum low in his throat. What I would like for chat is for each of you characters to kind of describe maybe your first thought, what your character's feeling, what your character's thinking, as we get to your turn. Unless you want to do it all right now, and then we do your turn. How do you guys want to do this?
I think on our turn is
The
probably
first
fine.
option.
Okay, so on your turn, if you would like to cue chat in to maybe what your character is thinking, how they're feeling, perfectly acceptable.
Like in chat, like type it.
To chat. Sorry, did I say in
Okay.
chat? I meant to. Sorry if I said that wrong. Describe it with your verbal words.
Verbalize it.
So
Okay.
Your voice.
Sub-vocalize for me. Finnick. It's your move.
Hearing that magic will betray you hits an interesting spot for Finnick. Magic is dangerous. Magic is something to fear. And that really hits home for him because he has heard that time and time and time again. Your magic is dangerous. You are cursed. Over and over and over again. So in his head, he's like, well, isn't that the truth? Don't I know it? But he has a role to play. And he steps behind, like slightly more behind Alan. Oh, I don't think I want to fight that thing. I don't even know how to use magic. You know, sometimes it just happens, but like, are we really supposed to fight that thing? Really?
I've got you covered. Just stay behind me.
Well, then you're gonna get hurt, isn't it?
I'll be okay.
I'm not useless. I just... Alright. Oh, alright then. I mean, I'll try.
Maybe try a spell you're more comfortable with. Something that feels like the magical aura from class. Something you're good at.
Interesting. So... He doesn't really... Okay. I have Destroy Water, Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably what Finnick is going to try to do. But like how he normally casts spells, he does it through talking to the earth, right? So he's literally going to just like squat down behind him, put his hand on the earth, and call forth his spell. As if he's talking to something deep within, and he's going to try to cast the Destroy Water.
Okay. Roll for me in Arcana.
Okie dokie.
And it'll be 10 gallons. What level are you casting it at?
I'm gonna tell you this specifically because you know how Finnick is. He doesn't know. It's gonna happen, whether it happens big or small. I would have to roll for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. It'll depend on your Arcana roll. That's what we'll leave it to then.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Arcana 16.
Okay, you cast it at a first level. So go ahead and tick that spell slot.
Dink.
Nice, look
Do
at
it.
that. Yep, there it is. Okay. Would you like to describe to your chat what it looks like as he casts, or would you like me to?
I can give like the first description if you want to describe the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Like all I know is that he's like, I mean, I'll try, and then he bends down, and it's quite graceful, but he places his long fingers across the floor, and you just hear him start to whisper to the ground, and he just sits there, and he's like, I don't know if you can hear me, but I need you to draw out as much water as you can. Find yourself some life, find yourself some, something to drink. Are you thirsty? Are you thirsty? And then he's just talking to the ground, but he's like softly whispering as if it's like coming out like a song.
As this hum and reverberation enters into the ground and the air around you, there is a snapping sensation that causes Nim, Apple, Alan, Tavin all to feel the pressure. It's like an aura of magic that pulses. But for you, Finnick, there's something else. There's something extended. Something beyond. your spell, you see it rise up from the fountain, and these shadowy claws grip at the elemental's base, ripping the water down, causing it to fountain out, splashing Arnav. The elemental that was just standing, filled with malice, gives a ripple and a sound like a boom. And it gets a little smaller, but it is not fully integrally destroyed. Anything else for your turn?
Think that's like he'll definitely take a look at that, noticing it, and he will just kind of take a sigh of breath of relief, and just as if it was something good, that his magic did something good. And he just stands back up super slowly. And then you just see him kind of brush that anxiety off, and he smirks and he's like, well, let's see what you did then. One hit for me, one hit for you. Consider it a challenge. Little gamble.
You say that
game.
to Nim?
To Alan.
Oh,
And to
Alan.
Nim. Yeah, I'm literally talking to everyone around me. Like, you see him, like, from the anxiety kind of ripples off of him, and then he pulls out, and he's just talking to everyone who's around him. About a little challenge then. Little game.
The water elemental holds its turn. Nim, what do you say? And it's your turn.
I don't think the thing is playing a game. Is anyone... I'm sorry, am I responding or is it my turn?
Both.
Both? Okay. Response. I don't really think this thing is playing a game with us. He's thinking, he's looking around, part of him is feeling exhilarated in a negative way. There's an imminent threat to life and limb. But part of him is like, finally, here's a puzzle I think I can solve. Or he has to, like, work to solve. So he's kind of looking at all the angles. He's doing all the math. It's that one meme of that lady and all the equations, kind of, you know what I mean? He looks around, trying to think of many options. How to stop this thing the most efficient way possible. He looks at the caster in the chair. And his hand twitches towards his blade. Not yet. And he looks at the water elemental. What's not great with water? What makes water less watery? Sand, maybe flour. We have someone who made cupcakes nearby. Do they have flour on them? Does anyone have flour on them?
To your surprise,
That's the corner of the eye. You see a chef with a big bag of flour walking by.
actually, to your surprise, Seti. Yeah, why?
Oh,
Can anyone duplicate a simple material with magic? I'm guessing that's a no.
It's just a chorus of silence.
I'm afraid not.
Tavin
Fire will
says it
evaporate it.
probably would take too long.
Fire will evaporate it.
Behind you, someone shouts, "If we cut it, does it get smaller?" And Olivine is like, "Yes, but please, if you choose to engage, be careful." And then Kalir punches his fists together and just is like, "I'm ready." So, what do you do, Nim?
Holding an action until the creature makes a move.
Okay. That's
Towards
fun.
us.
It's holding an action. You're holding an action. Okay, perfect.
Calculating.
Calculated.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. At this point, anyone with a passive perception of at least 11, Arnav, when the water splashed him, his skin kind of broke out in these beautiful scales, opalescent, deep oceanic blue in some cases, and then he prestidigitates himself dry as a legendary action, and Olivine and Wit as legendary actions step forward, and then all three of them look at the water elemental as the Phoenix spell goes through it. Skylar, your move.
Right. Okay, so we're there doing the things.
Does Phoenix see
So-
that? Sorry.
Anyone with
No, you're
passive
good, you're good.
passive perception of 11.
Okay. He sees that, and you just see him put his hands on his waist, and he's like, huh. And he smirks.
So we know Seti has flour, but nothing came from that.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they probably don't have enough to do whatever Nim was thinking.
He's thinking of turning the water into dough.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking because obviously we know that Seti's been here for a while, so they probably may have gone through these trials potentially before. So that's probably why they have the flour. Did you say Phelan was hold on to like my shirt or something?
Yeah. She's
Okay.
she's she's ready to protect you.
Okay. I will take her hand and hold her hand and sort of push her behind me.
Okay.
I don't know if this works because I've not really done spells before. Can I do detect thoughts on this creature?
You can certainly try.
I do like that noise. Okay. So what do I need to do? So I cast it. Do I just press it? Does it just happen?
Okay.
Hang on. Yeah, I think I just cast it. I can focus on the mind of any creature that you can see within 30 feet. Within 30 feet. They have a intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any languages. The creature is unaffected. So that's the only stickling point.
Okay. It is not 3 or lower, so you will get some thoughts, but for the sake of narrative, roll an Arcana.
Okay. Okay, that is a 14.
Okay. It's interesting. At first, there are no thoughts. There is only the sound of the calming ocean on a quiet night in the sea. And then it makes that sound almost like a high-pitched om. And you hear a single phrase whispered. And it says, "Kill them."
Heal them. What's that?
Kill them.
Okay. I can questions verbally directed at the target creature and actually shape the course of its thoughts. Okay. So with this spell, can I sort of try to... Can I communicate, or is it like a one-way thing with detect thoughts?
It's more a one-way thing. You pick up on
Yeah.
their thoughts. You can try, and I believe get deeper.
Yeah, I can try because I believe it involves a wisdom. Yeah, if I probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to delve deeper.
'Kay.
Please.
Let me make a wisdom saving
Has
throw.
to be,
What's
has
your
to-
DC?
13.
Okay. As you dig deeper, I got... What is this? Minus... Oh, plus 0. Okay, cool. 10. I got a 10.
Okay.
So with a 10, you get this... It's not so much just thoughts as impressions. This creature doesn't have... It doesn't seem like it has a very high intelligence, Skyla. And in this moment, there's a whisper It's the sound of the harmonic ocean. Just an elemental doing water things. And there's a voice.
Kill them. Kill them all.
Teach Strixhaven a lesson.
And that's what you get when you push deeper.
Who does that sound like?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Okay. The voice, is it a voice that I recognize, or is it is it in like elemental voice, or is it like a voice that actually sort of go, or sounds like someone's controlling it?
What's your passive investigation?
My passive investigation is not great from what I know. It's a passive investigation is it's a +0 to it. Sorry, yeah, 10, just 10.
You don't think the thoughts are only the elementals.
I thought that anyway, yeah.
But
But yeah, cool. Yeah.
You've never faced, Skyla's never fought an elemental, so it's...
No.
Do they have voices?
I'm fascinated. Yeah, exactly. I'm fascinated. I'm intrigued.
Anything else for your turn?
Just trying to think. I'll just I'm not shout out, but I just thought the close people quite close to me, so I think they'll probably hear me. Just sort of just mention, just like, be careful. It's out to potentially harm us, so just be on your guard. And this is why I've still got Phelan still holding their hand, sort of making sure they feel like they feel safe.
Talon mutters, it's not supposed to kill us. It's just a trial. And behind you, Apple says, no, that is not true. Everything will be okay. Everything is fine. That's his catchphrase. Everything is fine. It is all right.
What makes you say that? That it's trying to kill us?
I read its thoughts.
Oh, okay then.
Wait, elementals don't have thoughts.
Well, it's if they don't, then there's a voice. There's someone controlling it who is very hell-bent on harming us. So,
Skylar, did the elemental pay you to stack the deck against us somehow?
pay me?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
No, I'm saying there's no reason for you to lie to us.
No, why would I lie?
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and believe you.
Thank you. I didn't realize that was an option, not to believe me. I'm telling you what I know. I've not dealt with a creature before. I decided to try out. I heard a voice who was very hell-bent on wanting to kill us.
I think you're right. Like, listen, this wouldn't really be a real trial if it was just for fun. You know, if he wasn't out to actually kill us, what's the point? Right? So take it seriously. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
You're saying it's serious.
I think so, Finnick, yes.
You're saying that we're actually going to die, right?
I mean,
You're saying
we've gone through a lot already, which we could have died from, so...
Apple is insistent. No, Apple knows. This is not deadly. At school, no dead. Cassius. It's your move. Unless
Okay.
there's any movement
No, I'm all
more
good.
from Skylar.
I'm all good.
Okay, Cassius.
I'm all good.
Okay. So after Havelock summoned it, basically he's just. Well, hang on. Okay, sorry. He just immediately pulled out his notebook and started writing, and was kind of just ignoring everyone else. He's gonna pretty much walk right up to it, and he's just studying it and writing in his notebook. So he's like, okay, so Havelock said magic betrays you and fucks things up. That is noted. And it appears that it had reacted the water on his skin. Our professors seem rather concerned about this. It's body appears to be constructed entirely of water, but it's seemingly sentient. And I'm gonna take the study action. Can I use? I think that's from the 2024 rules. Make an intelligence saving throw to study your memory, a book, clue, or another source of knowledge to call to mind important pieces of information about it.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Then can I roll a nature check on this?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, so that's a, let's see, 17 plus 6. So what, 23?
And is that something you immediately know, or is that something you have to spend your whole turn doing it?
It says it's an
Whole round.
action.
It's just an action.
So
And you got
yeah,
a 20.
23, just nature check on it, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. You know that cold can freeze the water elemental, and it can reduce its speed. It's particularly temperamental to cold. You also know that it can move into hostile creatures' fields of space without suffering any issues. It can bludgeon people to death, absorb them into its body, drown them. Usually when they are summoned, whoever summoned them is in full control. The other pointed note about a water elemental is they can shrink down to about an inch or so in size, seemingly to vanish.
Okay, interesting.
They're not particularly evil either. I guess that's an important thing to note. They're not, I'll just say they're not evil. And whoever summoned them is usually completely in control.
Sounds good. I think that's about all he'll do is just stand there and be looking at it, writing notes down on the creature. So.
Okay. Lorelei. It's your move.
So, Lorelei, similar to, oh, come on, computer, there we go. To that Thanlatier. I don't know if I said that right. Same attitude. Yeah, none of us are special. None of us really matter. Anything could kill us at any time. That's words that she has heard her entire life. So Havelock spilling that out to everyone else and her seeing everyone being taken aback by it, she understands what other people have lived, and it is very different than how she has lived. And while I guess before she could take Talen's hand, she got kind of pushed back behind Skyla, but she just looks at the water elemental, looks at Havelock, notices the skin changing, which her stomach drops. Crap. Yeah. This is probably my dad. This is probably my dad, she thinks. She does not say this. Horrible first impression. And kind of wonders what god she pissed off to have the type of parents that she has. But while she thinks that and starts getting angry, her hand slowly, she kind of like moves it around almost Elsa style, and a ray of frost starts building in her hand. And without really saying anything, but she stands up straight, she glares at this water elemental. She's not that powerful. She decided to learn this spell on a whim. Just in case. She heard there might be fighting. So she just grabbed something that might work. And she throws the ray of frost at this water elemental. And I guess I better try and attack. I hope that that whole thing was not gonna be dumb. Oh, heck yes. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Cool. It's not much. It's just 1d8 of damage.
And
Aw,
it slows it down.
It does, but unfortunately, the dice you gave me is rude, and it's 1.
Oh,
But you have so many inspirations. Look at how many inspirations you got today. What do you mean?
I don't know if I can use. Can I use inspiration to roll a hit? Like I
Damage
already
die.
hit it, but it only gave me 1 damage.
So you can roll it to hit, but your damage die, because Brianna gave us the 10 subs, yes, you can use it on damage die.
Sure, why not?
Just
I'll
once.
use this other dice. Let's see if this one's nice.
Can only use it once.
Oh, there we go. 7 hit points.
7. Okay.
That's it. And then from there, I did my fellow singy boy. I am struggling to
Lantier.
say his name.
The
Did he
Lantier.
The Lantier. Did he say that out loud? Like his yeah, magic will kill you. This is normal.
Yes, he did.
She will glance over at him, and as a bonus action, just throw inspiration to him. Just within, she hit the ray of frost, and then after she hits it, which was a very beautiful flick of the wrist, she'll proceed with that movement and just kind of throw over just this little golden sparkle of inspiration over to him.
Okay. As it kind of kisses his cheek and he's humming and making these vocalizations, you do draw his attention. Just a moment, steady gaze for a second, and he gives you a subtle nod. Thank you. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. Everybody with a
Actually,
pass.
sorry,
Go ahead.
I lied. Pavlok, is he just going nuts at this point, or did he?
Nope, we're still the
have a
same turn.
change
So this
of-
is same turn. Everything is happening. This is the first 6 seconds of the fight.
Okay. She was mostly curious, after he got hit with the water and precipitated, if he looked at anyone or if his attitude changed at all afterwards, or is he still just kill the children? Not really kill the children, but kill the children.
What is her passive insight?
16.
There was panic. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
When Havelock was splashed from the water elemental and some of those scales started making an appearance, there was panic before he used a legendary action to precipitate himself dry. Okay. August.
All right, I'm done.
August, your move. However, anybody with a passive perception of at least a 10, you notice it's hit with the beam and it makes that vocalization again, that's got this swirling sound. Like the water itself is hissing. It intensifies. And the teachers are watching it in rapt attention. Okay, August, go ahead.
He doesn't have a lot of thoughts. It's just as soon as there is a threat before them, it's like a switch is flipped and he just immediately goes into a combat mode. I do have a question. I don't feel like they were just in class. I don't feel like he would take his bow to class. Is that safe to assume I don't have that?
You can bring your weapons
Or-
with you to class.
Okay. Cool. All right. Sweet. That makes makes things a little better. So using the dash action, he is going to move all the way over here so that he can get a clear shot through here without really risking hitting anyone else. And he is just gonna take a shot with his bow. Be like, so let's see, that's gonna be
So are you using used a dash action? So are you?
I can use it as a bonus action.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So yeah, I used bonus action dash
Perfect.
to get the 45 feet, and then my action will be to attack, and I rolled a 19 plus 8 for 27.
Hits.
And let's roll d8 for damage. Okay, that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
But yeah, he's just switched into a very no-nonsense
I have
mode.
a question for you. Have you
Yes.
always used a bow?
Yes, even in session 1.
No.
Um,
Have you always used a bow?
yes.
Okay. I need Skyla and Lorelai to roll a perception check. This is for free, please.
Let's go.
Perception check. Let's go. All right.
Nim, you're still holding your action so that the NPCs are going to move before you do.
Sure, just until the water elemental makes a move.
Yep. As soon as it starts, it'll be your turn. I won't do its full held action till you do. So,
19 for Skylar.
okay.
I got a 23. This
'Kay.
dice is so nice to me.
The arrow does not look like an arrow. It is a coalesced light, like a laser beam that leaves behind a trail of flame that wisps out like a crackling firework as it strikes the water elemental, and the water elemental, it's like being shot with a hollow point. It opens up. Taylin gasps and she looks around for someone. And then it's her move, and when she doesn't see whomever she's looking for, she just mutters under her breath, and you both catch it. There's no way he can be here. She's gonna rush forward. Cassius, what are you doing? And when she gets here, she is gonna rage.
Oh my god, yes!
And
Excuse me?
as she goes into rage, she is like, I'm all fired up and really mad. And her tail puffs, and her hair kind of gets a little wild. She just looks like a hissing kitten that's like curved. Its back is curved, like trying to get bigger. Her paws have claws, and they ignite in flame. And as they do, Mist shouts, "You still can't control your flames! Stop!" And as Taylin cuts forward, I need Cassius, Olivine, and Arnav to make dexterity saving throws. Hold on, this might also hit the first line. Mist, Skyla, and Lorelai.
Oh, great.
What do you need us to roll?
I need you to roll dexterity. Yep, it's gonna hit. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is
Do you see that? So, dexterity saving throw as Taylin attacks. And she's raging,
Yay.
and the magic around her starts to snap as she strikes the creature. Mind you, anyone with a passive perception of 10, when the creature is hit by that beam of light, it vocalizes harder. It starts to vibrate. And at the end of player's turn, Havelock says, "Fuck," under his breath, and grabs a hold of the wheels of his wheelchair and anyways, but he doesn't have time to respond. Dexterity saving throws. Okay.
Nat 20 plus 3 for 23.
Okay, he'll take half damage.
With a nat. Alright. What? Half damage of what? Oh, you rolling that?
I'm rolling right now.
Okay. Half of a 0. Let's go, Lorelei.
Okay. It is total 11 points of fire damage. So if you get higher than a 16, you take half. Lorelei, what'd you get?
I got a 24.
Perfect, you'll take half. The water elemental then takes a legendary action and does its held action to attack Taylin. So it's going to get 2 attacks off on her. However, Nim, you get to go first. I will say that Olivine takes all 11, and Arnav does get here to try to block some of the flames. So she ends up taking half, he takes full plus her half. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay. Let me think here. Running, there's no way I can, like, try to help out. I don't have any special abilities for, like, giving the creature disadvantage to hit. So, flavor-wise, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Drive-by attack, but it's not really an effect I can do mechanically.
That's
Nim,
okay. We bend
seeing
mechanics
it
here.
move, the moment it moves, he runs up, circling up and around right in front of it, and he slashes whatever tendrils with, like, it's almost too fast to see, but there's like flash of his blade as he pulls a knife from his coat and just slashes at it and keeps going. He just doesn't stop moving, and he's out of the way again. The vibe is trying to stop the attack, but
Okay.
you know how it is.
To stop the attack, you can't dodge. You could take Taylin's damage to stop it from hitting her, if that's what you want.
Interesting.
I'll allow that if you rush up and you...
Okay. I'm going to do this. So he runs up, same thing happens, but then I also use my bonus action to dash. Because I have the cunning action as a rogue.
Okay.
And also, when I make a melee attack against a creature, it can't make opportunity attacks against me for the rest of the turn. So,
Okay.
I'll take that damage, but he can't opportunity attack me again.
When you run away. Okay. So go ahead and move
When I
your
run away,
token.
yeah.
What's your armor
Which I
class?
will be doing. My armor class is going to be... it is currently 15.
Okay. One of those
Roll to
tendrils rolls up like a twisting wave that creates a fist smashing down at you, soaking you. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, which is a lot.
I got an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
So it's basically you're
Sneak
cutting
attack.
into it as it's smashing you.
Exactly, and like he doesn't skip a beat. He's like you hear an and like he kind of like stumbles a bit, but he keeps running. It hurts way worse than he makes it look. But that's gonna be a D4 plus 3. Let's make that a sneaky attack. Can I roll it, please? And then plus 2d6. Oh, it already added the sneak attack. Interesting. So it's 5. It's going to be 9 points of slashing damage or piercing damage.
9? Okay, nice. Okay, when you strike it, your stomach lets out this roil before you, dash away. Something strange occurs. Nim, what is your passive investigation?
My passive investigation is 12.
This is not right. In the streets from where you're from, where you've grown up, the shit that you've done before, you fought elementals. You don't think Havelock, who summoned it, is in fucking control. And there's a real big part of you after hearing Skyla's words that feels like a corset wearing motherfucker. Or at least who he's involved with might be behind this.
I see. I move 30 feet. I would like to attempt to use my bonus action actually to hide
Okay, but use your bonus action to dash away.
over in these bushes. Yeah.
So you either use your bonus action to dash or to hide.
Yeah, I'll move over here.
Okay, so you're just...
And as my last question on my turn, as my turn ends, where is Havelock on this map? And I know he's on the map. But where do I need to go? It's right there, okay.
That's Havelock.
Perfect.
Yeah. And he got in the way of Talen's flames for Olivine. Like,
Okay. Alright, that's my turn.
okay. All right. The elemental, for its movement, is going to filter down really tiny. And Arnav actually shouts to the teachers,
Banish it! I'm not in control.
and Wit looks mortified as it slides through the students, doof, 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 and then rises up, sucking Seti and Aurelius in. You hear Seti, and Aurelius is just like, "Oh no, help me!" It's very serious, though. Wait, he does. Anyways. Okay. Kalir's gonna try and hit. He does. Tavin's gonna try and hit. God, okay, they hit. Apple is like, "Oh no! Does Apple need to get Corian? You know what? Apple will try to banish, but last time Apple banished, he accidentally banished entire classroom." Yeah, Olivine's like, no,
Excuse me?
just attack it, Apple, we're still practicing. Oh, right, okay. Pulls out a staff out of nowhere, and it like click, 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 and it's glowing. So it's almost like, you know, the Turks, and they're like metal sticks. Anyways. Yeah.
They're batons.
Okay, Mist backs up. Fire. It seems like she fires some magic missiles that look like black stars, comets shooting through the air. Thalantir lets out a song, and as he sings, he's going to bless. So this will give you a 1d4 to attack. Going to give it to Finnick, Nim, Skyla, and I'm sorry, August, you're too far away, but Lorelei. So you four.
Okay.
You four.
Are we getting?
You four are now blessed.
What do we get?
Wonderful.
Hashtag blessed.
And what's blessed do?
I will post it in the Discord unless someone else gets to it faster than I do.
I know you.
But for everyone,
Awesome.
whenever you make a roll, you get an additional 1d4.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There you go. There
you.
is the bless in our basic chat. Okay. Tavin, he misses. He's got a short sword that he tries cutting into this thing with, and he totally misses. Kalir pulls out a whip, and he's talented. Anyways, brain. Okay, all right. Put that away. Top of the round. Teachers are talking. Wit is like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you can't banish it?" And he's like, "I can't banish it. It's reacted to their spells. There's nothing I can do." "What do you mean it's reacted to their spells?" And he shrugs. I don't know, okay? I'm too fucking drunk." And Olivine is like, I've got this. I can cast it." And she holds out her hand to cast it. And the water that was destroyed, that was taken from the elemental, rises up from beneath her ankles, and it pulls her halfway into the ground. And she lets out a screech, Finnick, as your particular breed of plant begins to grow and fester around her. Now the plant is different, Lorelei, as you notice that your ice is also overtaking your teacher. And then they begin to glow with a coalesced light like August's beam of an arrow. And then the thorns, they cut into Olivine. And Havelock says, I don't know why it's reacting this way, Wit! Do something! Wit holds out his hand, and he's got a mechanical arm that he shoves on. It glints. It lets out steam as the gears click, 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 begin hissing. And he says, time to go bye-bye. But nothing happens. You feel the magic go off. But something, there's a tug. Each of you that have attacked this elemental or cast a spell at it, including your detect thoughts, Skyla, there's a tug in the center of your chest. A chain, a visceral feeling. Swirls of magic start twisting around the lot of you. Cassius, where you're writing notes, the ink begins to drip this oily-like substance. Taylin next to you is screaming, I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! Finnick, top of the round. Your move.
Oh no. Finnick sees his particular, I love saying this, his particular brand of bland.
I didn't want to give anything away.
No, it's good. It's good. And he's like, oh, fuck.
And your teacher is very wrapped up and twisted and everything.
Oh.
And she is letting out all sorts of screaming, painful sounds.
Oh, fuck. I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Oh shit. That's really my fault. It's really my fault. I did it again, didn't I? Oh fuck. And he's just like sitting there swearing and he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like every time those freaking plants come out, he is taking the blame for it. 100%. He wants to try to call back the plant. Coax it to come back to him. That wild king.
Okay, you can use this as an action.
Okay. Just stop it. Please, just stop it, please. And you see him bend down, touching the ground again.
Okay. Charisma saving throw.
He's on all... Okay.
Or is it your wisdom that you cast off of? Which one is it?
I think it's... Shit, I don't know, because he's got both. Oh, crap.
Charisma. If you're trying to enforce your will on something, charisma usually.
Yeah. Charisma. Okay. We do charisma. There's a different dice for charisma, guys. Dice for different ones. It's horrible, isn't it?
I love it. When it's for anything else.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's really good. That's perfect. Charisma saving throw. 18.
With an 18. Okay, let me read. Hold on one moment. I'm reading.
Come back. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back. And you just hear him saying that over and over and over and over again. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back. His eyes are shut and he's squeezing them really, really, really tight.
The plants around Olivine tighten, but they start to die and twist. And she's like, However, Finnick, they begin to bloom inside the water elemental, shimmering with Lorelei and August's power. And the elemental makes that almost like it's on a cycle, like it's building.
Can Finnick is seeing this and thinking that every time magic is used, it is taking it and regurgitating it. Like he's like, it's stealing what I'm giving it, or it's stealing what I'm, what we're casting. Anything that is magical in any sense, it's taking it away. It's taking it and using it against us. It's literally a thief in liquid form. Can he roll to find out a little bit more? if
You can
that's
use your bonus
happening?
action to roll a nature or an investigation.
Either one, it's the same. Okay, that's okay. 15.
15.
Yeah.
It's a chemical
what is-
reaction.
Uh,
The magic used to summon this creature, the creature itself being magical, is reacting. If the teacher's magic... So here's the thing that Finnick would notice. The teachers should be able to banish it. They can't. However, Lorelei's spell did slow it down. Just like August's arrow, which should have just been a regular ass arrow, and Nim's cut hurt this creature. But everyone else, other than Tay Lin, doesn't seem to be working. Mind you, Seti and Aurelicus are up inside of it, and they're being grabbed by the vines and drowned. So, but that's your bonus action and your action. What else would you like to do for your turn?
I think he'll try to explain that to like Lorelei and to he doesn't know where her name is, but he'll just like yell at her and just say like, whatever you did is working, whatever August did is working, but if I touch that thing, something bad's gonna happen. I know it. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. And he'll just like kind of skulk away a little bit, like he like kind of like looks a little bit dejected.
Throw a rock!
There he
You
is.
hear Nim's voice from the bushes. He pops his head out. Then throw rocks! If you can't do anything, do what you can do.
Okay. The water elemental does not take its reaction to reach out and strike you. Instead, it's going to use its turn because it's not holding anything, and it's going to start squeezing. The pressure intensifies, and Seti's skin, where they wear bangles and they're tattooed, split. Their blood is black as a moonless night. And Aurelicus bleeds pink. And it starts to fill the elemental as both of these students are... And that's its turn. Nim, your move.
Shouting out to people. Someone, grab rope. Make lassos. We're throwing him in there and pulling him out. We're doing whatever we can. He's running up. He's going to see if he can't take his dagger and slash straight down and split it open right up the middle like he's dissecting it to try and pull people out.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's going to be 13 plus 5. 18. Is it really plus 5? I think at this level of plus 5. Yeah, it's plus 5.
'Kay.
18.
Go ahead and roll your damage. There's a certain threshold you have to meet in order to open it enough to pull someone out.
We're rolling with the sneak attack. That's going to be 8 total, I think.
Okay. 8 is the threshold.
Oh.
Good job. So you slice up, but will take your bonus action to reach in and grab only one student. Your choice, Nim.
I'll take the bonus action, grabbing Seti by the ankle, dragging out, and then half moving, I guess, because I'm dragging somebody away. And he cannot, and the beastie cannot attack of opportunity me. I'm scooching. Over here.
Okay, you drag Seti all the way with you, or just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So Seti's just bleeding through the bushes, and they're sputtering.
Yep. Thorns, leaves.
Thank you.
You need to help us. Get up, get to working.
Okay, let's add turn. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 10.
Okay, Seti mutters something under their breath, but you are not sure what. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's everything. I think I'm tapped if that was a bonus action too.
Yep. To pull them out, yeah. Skyla, your move.
So who's currently in the water?
Aurelicus.
Relicus. Okay.
He didn't seem to believe this was actually a threat until right now. Now he looks panicked, but
Until
before,
like,
before he was like, oh no, someone help me, I'm drowning. Oh no, please, someone strong, someone warm, help me. And now he's like, oh fuck! Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Yeah, now he's actually like, oh no! I've seen these shows!
Okay. And how did you get Seti out? Did you use a rope?
Just pulled him out. Did
Is it
enough
rope that was
damage.
used? You just pulled him.
Did enough damage, use bonus action, because a homebrew rule, I allow skill checks as a bonus action, and sometimes saving throws.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I've got anything extra that I can do.
Anything cold seems to be pretty effective on it.
Yeah. It's chill touch. That's not chill as in cold, is it? It's more like a necro
That's
cold,
necrotic,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
You're a little too hot. Chill out.
Yeah. Take that, water. Okay, I don't really think that chills. I mean, I've got a very chilling personality, but outside of that, and I look over
you
to
could
Finnick
give
as
it the
I
cold
say that to
shoulder.
Finnick. Aha! I don't think that will go very well. So what the hell are you doing, Skylar? Yeah, I will. Would I need to attack to try to get them out, or can I just take them out? Or
To try to get, just reach in and pull is opposing athletics.
I just looked at some -1 for athletics. Goodness me. Yeah. I want to be helpful, but I don't think I'd be very helpful.
Together.
Who's next? Oh, it's Cassius after me. I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know.
Ask Apple.
Does it feel like?
He's strong. He's right beside you.
Can I do that? I want you if it's an initiative.
What do you want to do? You could just do magic missile. That automatically hits.
Yeah, but I'm just scared. I didn't want to throw anything because I don't want to hurt who's inside.
Right. The thing about magic missile is it will only hit your target. That's why it's so good.
Oh.
It auto
Well,
hits.
well, then in that case, DM, I would like to do magic missile, please.
Okay. First level or second level? Up to you.
Let's burn my second slot. Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, so you'll get an extra.
Oh no! That's just extra darts. I don't need extra darts. No, just level 1, first level.
Okay, the extra darts do mean you'll do extra dice damage as well. So it's up to you.
Oh, so it's not just like another creature. Oh, okay. Okay, no, you know what? Stick with my original plan. Second level, magic missile. Yeah, I launched magic missile. Second level, so I need to. So it's 4 darts, 1d4 plus 1 on each. Is that correct? That sounds right.
One more dart.
Correct.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You create 3. Yeah, 4 darts, and each one does 1d4.
Okay. Oh, do I have to roll to hit, or does it automatically hit?
It automatically hits.
Beautiful.
So just roll your damage.
Right. So that is 6. 10 total. 10 total.
Okay. As your magic slams into the creature, it seems to have another reaction, but at the same time, your spells seem to be the only one damaging it.
Oh.
You, Finnick, Lorelei, August, only your party. You haven't seen Cassie's do anything yet. Taylin also was able to
No, not
damage
yet.
it, but, you know, it's odd.
Cassie's is a smart one.
It's odd.
Taking the notes.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. This is definitely a test.
Anything else for your turn?
No, because I feel like if I move or do anything, I'll probably make more problems than it's worth. I think I know my limits, or Sky knows their limits a little bit. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Okay, Cassius,
Yeah.
your move.
Okay. So as the inky substance or the oil starts to drip on his notebook,
He gets mad.
takes it and throws it on the ground. And he's just like, "You ruined my notes!" And he goes into a rage and just rushes in and attacks the thing.
Okay. Does your shirt rip off
Sure.
as you rage?
Let's go!
Muscles bulging.
They bulge and rip the shirt. Let's see. That is a 26 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so we have 11 damage.
Nice. Okay. The elemental like starts kind of sagging, but it's still like squeezing Aurelius. Anything else for your turn?
Any chance that I can play that as like, because you said we could make a check with our, oh wait, never mind. Forget that. I forgot rage is a bonus action.
Correct.
So disregard. We'll leave it as is. That's it for my turn.
As your shirt does tear, inside Aurelius is like, oh my god!
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Lorelai, your move.
Okay, I didn't respond to Finnick because this would take a second, but after Finnick is like, it's working, do your thing, help, she will pull out her Ray of Frost again, and she'll look at Finnick and be like, don't you fucking dare! Oh, sorry, wrong accent. Huh. Gosh.
You have to do it soft, like,
You... I know, I'm being loud, I need to be
I'm
soft.
Lorelai, and I'm gonna call you a bird.
you fucking
You're
idiot.
a bird.
Finnick, I swear to God, you are a performer. No performer is supposed to leave while they are on stage. You get out here and you do something because it is also working. And she will throw her Ray of Frost at him. Not at Finnick, at the elemental.
Gotcha. I was like, oh
yes.
shit. I was like, damn.
No.
Given, you center stage, you the star of the show and all that, center stage, yeah, right. Right.
If you're gonna call us a team, you better act like one. And then she will also bardic inspiration over to Finnick.
You literally hear him imitating you in the side, and he just like rolls his eyes and like crosses his arms over his chest. Fine, man. Fine. Thanks, I guess.
I will take it back, I swear to God.
Well, we'll fight, okay? Fine.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit, Lorelai.
Alright. Oh, this dice is so nice to me. That's a natural 18
You
plus
hit?
6, so I assume that hits.
Yes, 18 would have hit as well.
Perfect. Let's do this one. Oh, I thought that was an 8. Darn it, it was a 3. But it's still something.
How much damage? Sorry.
3.
3.
I thought it was an 8.
No problem.
But it was a 3.
Okay, more of it freezes on the inside, and Aurelius is like, anyways, you have no idea what he's saying, but he's just panicking. Like,
Discord cuts out so much of that.
all right.
But
I
we
think it
get
works. with the gurgling in the water.
It does.
Okay, anything else for your turn, Lorelai?
She wants to move. She is going to Wrong tool. Come on. Let me move. There we go. But are these 5-foot squares or 10-foot squares?
5.
5. She is also going to get into slight coverage with the bushes because she already got hit once and she is not happy.
Oh yeah, Taylin's like, I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Okay,
She's too much into focus to notice.
no worries. Nim, remind me, passive perception 12, correct?
I believe that is the case, yes.
'Kay.
Let me double check, and yes.
Okay, SETI, on their turn. They cast a spell. They mutter under their breath. If this is something that you're doing at my school, quit it. I'll do and get what you fucking asked me to. But you're not gonna kill students. And then something shifts for SETI. Using their bonus action, their body gains a more feminine, lithe curve to it. It's almost unnerving the way the bones and the flesh twist and pop, but it's smooth. And then SETI pulls from the air a shimmering, near invisible hooked blade. And they move into melee.
Oh, cool.
Thick.
Over their shoulder as they're stepping through the bushes, they just say, "You didn't hear anything, Nim."
I have water in my ears. I didn't hear what you just said now.
Okay, and that's their turn. And they'd use their action, bonus action, so. Alright. August, your move.
How tall is the water elemental? Is it pretty tall?
It's about 15, 20 feet. It's like constantly
so
shifting
it's-
and moving.
So it's tall enough that I can like shoot above everyone
Yes.
and not hit them.
You think so, yeah.
Okay.
That's convincing.
I was about to say, I have concerns about that. Olivine is still completely ensnared, right?
Yes, but it does seem like whatever Finnick did, the leaves are dying, but they're taking a couple of seconds, 6 seconds.
Okay.
And
Right.
Wit and Havelock are like pulling them off of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gosh, doesn't really want to do this, but he's not super strong, but doesn't want to risk hitting. Okay, is going to bonus action dash back to his original spot.
Okay.
And instead of the bow, he'll use his short sword and is gonna try and is gonna try and slice it so he can reach in and pull Aurelius out. If you can't do that in one move, I
You cannot.
totally get it.
So-
Because I had to use my bonus
Correct.
action to get here, but he's still gonna attack it.
Go ahead.
I mean, that's what he's trying to do. He's just gonna have to learn that he can't do it that way. Be like, oh, I didn't think that through. That's a 20 to hit. Not
Hits.
a nat 20, just a 20. Okay, and there are other people in melee, so I'm going to be adding sneak attack damage. That was a terrible roll, but that's okay. 8 points of damage.
Hell yeah. Okay. Water elemental shrinks a little bit in size. A lot of the
Okay.
gosh, okay, here. A lot of the water is just oh gosh. A lot of the water is like spilling out all over, like splashing everyone within a 15-foot radius of this thing. And it's cold because of Lorelai's ice magic that's like floating in it.
It's cold water.
It's freezing. It is frigid. It gives like the crispest winter punch. Anything else for your turn?
No, because I did everything. So
Okay. Philanter is gonna shift here, and he is going to healing word Lorelai for 8 points. And then
Yay.
Skyla, he's going to touch you, and he's
Oh.
going to use a. It looks like his ring that he's wearing glows, and a spell breaks from it for 7 healing. And the bless.
thanks. That's
He
quick.
continues. He continues the bless, but he mutters under his breath, "You're welcome." And then Talon, crying and apologizing, is like, "I won't use fire anymore!" And as she runs forward, she literally starts to like flame, and she like goes to attack. A legendary action. Seti grabs her wrist and just throws her next to him. No. Actually, it sounds like, no, sorry. And she's like, whoa! Kalir tries to attack it. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. He's just smashing it with that whip. And then he brings out a blade that's kind of looks like a khopesh. And Tavin is cutting at it with his short sword. And they're like, Tavin shouts and is like,
Nothing I'm doing is working, professors. Why?
and Relicus is just like, Alan shouts down to Finnick and says,
Finn, you've got this. Olivine's almost free. What you did worked. Not in so many words that Lorelai used them, but fight. Don't let it win. Don't let it drown Aurelius. Even though he might deserve it. And Aurelius is like, and Alan just is like, you harassed me, and I didn't ask for it.
anyways, Alan shoots out some magic missiles, and they actually hit the creature. Tavin does turn and look up where he's perched on one of those lanterns and is like,
Oh, great. So you can attack the water elemental, but I, as a student that's been here longer than you, fucking can't. I am so frustrated. This is worse than cockblocking.
perhaps that's the trick. Perhaps that's the trick. Maybe it's only its first years. I don't know.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Mad. And Kalir is just like, keep attacking, try to save. I'll help you.
And then, of course, he like opens his shirt a little bit because Cassie's shirt is open. So, anyways, that's their turn. Olivine, they managed to get out, but she is. Her feet look completely torn up, and anyone that glances over, you just need a 10 passive to see. She's in Wit's arms. She's not very conscious. She actually just took 70 points of damage.
Oh.
Damn.
And Arnav finishes moving here. Gosh, he's gonna try. You drunk bastard. Okay, hold on. Can he do this?
No. Can you drunk bastard?
He might be having some
Oh, bastard!
some.
No, I love him.
He might be having some ED right now.
I can help with that.
Oh man.
I
Oh,
did
gosh.
say, for those of you who don't know, I messaged Void at the beginning. I was like, imagine Finnick just runs into his arms, jumps on top of him in his lap in his wheelchair, and he's like, Mommy, help me!
He's just having some performance anxiety. It's fine.
Okay,
Me too, friend.
he is going to hold an action, but what he does do in this held action is he calls upon a lot of his Prismari technique, which pulls the water from the fountain, the rest of it that's not the elemental, and it's this beautiful tunnel of crystal glass-like water that when the light hits it, it bounces, sending an array of prismatic rainbows all over the courtyard, which are so in juxtaposition to this battle. And he's holding it and he's shaping it, and as he does, he gains more scales, thicker like fin-like frills, that kind of descend almost like a cape, like wings. His legs, you hear them twist, and he grunts in pain. Anyways, seems like he's preparing quite a spell. And Wit is like, "What are you doing? You can't do that, Arnav!" And he says, "I don't have a choice, Wit." Finnick, your move.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay. I know what he wants to do, but this is not good. I need to check something. Okay, so, quick question. Thorn Whip. Can he cast it to Aurelicus? Hit him with the Thorn Whip. And it says it pulls him 10 feet closer to him. Can he try that? He's gonna...
You trying to help things, or are you just?
It will damage him, but you can do it.
I mean, it will pull him out. It will. And knowing Finnick, he's kind of like, we know Finnick is a dumbass. All right, we've all known this. No need to judge. Okay, he's just doing what he can. Yeah, I think that is okay. There's two things that I'm thinking of doing, Boyd, and
Yes.
there's two things, and I need a bit of help here.
Yes.
Either it's a Thorn Whip to pull him out, or Finnick is going to wild shape into some aquatic creature like an octopus and pull him out.
Oh.
Oh.
Like some kind of like tentacly out like a lobster or something, and just grab him.
What? That's a brilliant idea.
I know.
What? What's the contention?
It's so dumb. He's like, I'm gonna look really ugly doing
It's
this.
so Finnick.
Okay, so yes, he's gonna take his place as a water creature that basically, sure, magical tentacle monster.
Okay. As you shift into the octopus and you go into the water,
Phrasing.
Aurelicus is like, he just starts screaming, "I've seen this movie," and batting at you. So
And he just wraps around him and like pushes him out of the water.
okay, it is an athletics
Okay.
to free him, but you're rolling. Since you are an aquatic creature, I will give you advantage.
Oh shit. Okay, because I have no athletics. We already know Finnick is weak as fuck. All right. With advantage. That's not helpful. Can I roll inspiration? I have a lot of inspiration from chat.
You can roll inspiration. You can use up to 2.
Oh! Okay, that was much better. That's a nice nat 20
Okay.
on the die.
You
There's no bonus. You got nothing.
Okay, so that is your turn. You are in the creature,
Yep.
but Aurelicus is
Oh yeah.
out. He falls into Tavin's arms and he's soaking wet. And he's like, "Oh God, did you see it? Did you see it? Do you think I could try out for the movies?" And Tavin's like, "Get off me!" Yeah,
Finnick is just in there. Inside the water.
you're just
you know.
twisting, like your little tentacles are just like.
He's like, yep, in the water.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just loving it.
Wet sounds.
Yeah, wet sounds.
Nice. Now that you're in the beast, Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. Yes.
With advantage because they're not octopi.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Fair.
Everybody gets
You know,
one.
fair.
Can I like burp in some water and shoot it out? I wish I had like, wait, they have little sprayers, right? Do they have ways to like breathe? Okay.
You can't.
Do they have like a little hole like dolphins at the top of their head? Is that a thing? I think so, right? Like he wants to go in there, suck in that lovely, delicious water, and then it out. You know what I mean?
Okay. You can do that on your next turn.
Got it. I'm just giving you the heads up. But Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah.
We said that?
Yep.
That's
Because
not
it's
super
Elemental's turn and it's increasing the pressure inside.
great. Oh, yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me real tight. I love it like that. Excellent. That's 15.
Okay. So you'll take half bludgeoning damage, which will be 3.
Got it.
Yep. Now that you're inside of the creature, you can hear through your octopus siphons that it
Thank you.
is hissing,
Kill them! Kill them!
and it's just this same voice chanting through the water. Nim, your move.
All right. Now, just to double check. Just we have an octopus in the water, right?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, that's 15. Slice, grab. Hopefully, Finnick gets the picture and wraps a tentacle arm around my arm for a better grip. And pull out.
Okay.
Hey-ya! Sneak attack!
Oh, you can
That's gonna
imagine him
be-
like still
wait.
trying to suck in water, and he's like, no!
I got a 13. I don't think that hits, right?
A 13 does not hit.
But I do have a D4.
And you do have inspiration.
And I have inspiration. We'll try the D4 first, because that's free. Let me just slash R. I don't have a D4 in front of me, so we're going to slash R. 1D4. 3, so 16?
16 hits.
Yippee! Okay, now let's roll the damage, because this one just has it in front of me. 1D4 plus 3. The damage is, 7 plus 3. It's going to be 10 total damage to the beastie.
Nice.
And I'll use my bonus action. High five the tentacle.
Okay, do you want to be drawn forth away and out? Because you can be. And I'll say you've sucked in enough water that you can spit next round.
I can spit?
You've done enough suck for your next turn, if you'd like to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to spit. I want to.
All you have to do is grip my arm.
Okay, my brain went to such a bad place. I cannot do
Give me the grippies.
Suction cups the shit out of his arms, like.
Ah! Pulls out the octopus. Moves 10 feet back.
The skills of
With
sucking
with
will come
Finnick.
naturally to Finnick.
Okay. All right. So you've pulled Finnick back and away. He's dripping. You're dripping. There's kind of a fishy smell, and the water is coated in some blood. So it's just a swirling amalgamation of magical energy made manifest, blood, and freezing water. Anything else for your turn?
The suction cups really hurt. Relax. Finnick, relax.
Sorry.
But it comes out as.
He just starts
Octopi are
to
real
up
strong. Those are really powerful. But yeah, I pass.
balls
I'm
at
done.
Nim, and he's just sitting on his shoulder, tentacles just kind of like on him.
If you're spitting water at like really high pressures, then I just have like an octopi cannon on my shoulder. That's kind of sick.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what she sounds like. Anyways, Skylar, your turn.
So is everyone currently trapped inside the water beast at the moment?
No one is
Is
trapped.
everyone out? Okay. And the best course of action is just to attack it. Is that right?
That's what it seems
Group.
like.
That seems like, yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm going to use chill touch. Let's do some damage. Do I have to roll for that?
Roll.
A ranged spell attack. And I hit, yes, I do. How do I roll? Is it just a D20?
Yes. It's Anything to
Plus-
hit is a d20 plus your spell attack, which is +5. If you're using a spell.
Ah, there it is. Thank you. That is... That's 14, 9 plus 5. If you said anything, Void, we didn't hear you.
Sorry, say it again.
I don't know if you said anything, but I got a 14.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
But you can use inspiration.
I've got quite a bit of inspiration. I will use an inspiration and I will try again.
Was that 14 with bless?
Oh, that's a good point. No, it was not. So bless. Thank
24.
you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm going wait, I'm going to work it out as well. That is +4 for 18.
Hits.
Thank you.
You don't have to use inspiration.
Actually, can I give my inspiration to August because it's for that? Because I've got like 2 already, so I give my inspiration to August if that's allowed. Reminder me.
If you'd like, you can gift your inspiration to any
I
of your
will.
teammates.
I will, because you say from a fail to a hit, so thank you. Because my next roll was a 8, so it wasn't good. Okay, cool. So I do that, and then I roll 1d8, and that is 8 points of necro magic damage, whatever it's called.
This spectral claw leaves your hand, your palm, and then it grows in size, slashing down the water elemental. As it does, it makes this screaming noise, and the water elemental shudders. Anything else for your turn?
No, is it classed as an undead target? Because it's not technically.
It does not. It is life.
That's fine. Okay. It will say it can't regain any hit points until the start of my next turn, if that makes any difference.
Okay.
But that is it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that is it of my go.
All right. Cassius, your move.
Okay. Still very upset about his notebook. He is going to make a reckless attack on this thing. And so that is a 25 to hit.
Hits.
That is 13 damage.
Okay, it shrinks a little bit in size again.
And I would like to bonus action rip off the rest of my shirt.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
There's just this like cacophonous like woo! Someone hashtag 2025 as they run by. Lorelai. Sorry, anything else for Cassius?
No, that's all I can do.
Lorelai, your move.
Okay. Feels a little bad that she hit the thing with people in it. But now that no one is in there, she is gonna do her same song and dance because it keeps working. But she's hiding in the bushes because she doesn't want to get hit. Let's see if Ray of Frost will work again. That's a nat 1. I'm gonna let that happen. So she does not hit. And in fact, she's not gonna hit, and she's gonna start precipitating herself because she got hit with the fire. I know it doesn't mend anything, but anything that looks like it could look a little better than where she is currently at. I mean, she's at full hit points right now, but anything she can fix or look better, she will do it.
Okay.
And she's gonna just keep. I'll actually, hold up. Let me whispers you something.
I need you to roll a d6 since you rolled a natural 1.
Yay! D6, working at D6s.
Oh shit.
That is a 3.
Okay. Go ahead and whisper me, and then I'll describe to you what's going to happen. Okay, Lorelai. Because you rolled
Yes.
a natural 1, you strike the Lantier. Let me roll.
Oh, great.
Concentrate. Oh my god. Okay. I rolled a natural 1. His bless is gone. He loses concentration. Roll your damage.
No.
Great.
No.
3.
Okay. Yeah. As you like hit him in the side of the face, he, ugh, and it's like all frozen up into his hair and his ear, his eye. He's like, ah.
Alrighty. And I also whispered one more thing to you. Oops.
No worries. That just adds to the emotion, to the feeling, the panic. All right. Seti's move. Seti takes that near invisible like hook blade and is rushing forward into this thing, grabs it with the hook, tearing it open. Ah! No, my dice. I dropped it. Wow, they did so good. 16 points of damage. This thing is starting to sag. The noise that it's been making is getting less and less and less, along with like the frigid chill of the water is dissipating. August. Your move.
Kill it, Augie! Kill it!
All right. Let's see. Yeah, I guess he's gonna move closer and just take another attack with his. Oh, actually, since he's right next to Aurelius, with his bonus action, can he hand Aurelius a potion of healing?
Yeah.
Okay. With his bonus action, he's gonna pass that off and be like, "Here you go."
With your bonus
Then-
action, you can just open it and dump it on him. It heals him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just, there you go. Dumps it on him. And then with his action, he'll attack it. Again with the short sword. That is going to be it's a 14 plus 6 for 20 to hit.
Hits.
And well, that's much better damage-wise this time. And he can still technically do sneak attack. So it's going to be 6, 10, 15, 15. Yeah, 15 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yo.
Gosh, good question. I think he's just gonna like slice it up the middle from bottom to top,
Okay.
like like parting the Red Sea.
Like a wet bag, it spills over everyone. Havelock behind you yells out, "Now, Apple!" And that fractal magic that he's been pulling, that Prismari art, shoots up from the ground underneath the water elemental as it begins to coalesce back together using all of your magic. Apple taps his staff, hits the creature like a fastball special, smashing out some small, rounded, icy crystal towards Talon and Nim. It just lands in the bushes. Tink, 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 tink. As the water elemental starts to destabilize, a glass-like Leviathan dragon slides up from the ground, not breaking it. More like something ephemeral made manifest. Breaks up into the sky, taking the water elemental, and the two of them fly up into the air, and then they shatter. Glass and water raining down like light, harmless and beautiful and terrifying. In that same moment of rush, Wit lets out a scream, says, "I don't have a heartbeat." And Arnev says, "Get her to Hex now!" Or to Vex now. And he's going to use one of his starlight jaunt, and he disappears into this spectacular burst of stars with Olivine. And so it's just a bunch of students with Professor Havelock as it is raining down all around you pieces of this twisted elemental. Perception check for everybody. Okay, I've got a 17 from Nim, a 15 from Cassius, 14 from Skyla, 19 from Finnick, 18 from August, and a 20 from Lorelei. So all of you hear this terse This character is difficult, a little tricky to roleplay, a little tricky. I need all the first years to stay in the courtyard. The rest of you, back to class. Now.
I definitely look at everyone uncomfortably when the first years are instructed to stay.
On top of that, as your higher years are dismissed and start to filter away, when they go to argue, it is only a glare that Havelock gives them that sends them off and away. The rest of you are first years. Everyone except for Skyla.
Yeah, I thought so. Yep.
You hear a sharp intake of breath because everything's so quiet now. It's so tense and still. Beyond the like soft sort of like warbling, sucking sounds of Finnick, someone is in panic. It sounds like and anyone that got a 16 or above across the way, you spot Lorelei. Aridel, go ahead and describe what they would see or hear with a 16 or above.
If it's a 16 or above, it's that you know when people cry and they're trying very, very hard not to make any noise, but like that weird like for lack of a better word, like sucking sound that sometimes it just escapes because it's so pressurized. There's a little bit of that, and I don't know if anyone sees her. She actually ran over to this little table. Her hands are gripped into her hair, and she's shaking. And she's bent over and just staring at the table. And honestly, it's probably only for about 10 seconds. And then she straightens up, whisks her hand, and then turns around and goes through the bushes as if nothing happened.
As she steps from the bushes, go ahead, you can move your token. But as she steps from the bushes, Skyla, what you do notice, and everyone else as well, but what you watch kind of in rapt fascination, coiling around him almost like a serpent is a long mermaid tail with large sections that are just bone and rotten flesh. The tail should be stunning. It should be beautiful, but it is disgusting and broken. And while the party members that got a 16 and above notice Lorelei, Skyla, you watch as Arnav takes
from his pocket a dagger, coats it with this thick blue liquid, and stabs it into his own thigh. And the fin melts into nothing, leaving only his bruised and crippled legs. When he withdraws the dagger, it bleeds a little, and he merely licks his fingers, wipes it over the wound, and it seals it close. And then his eyes, which are just narrow, oceanic slits, look at you. And you see, in this kind of grimace that he's got, Skyla, all of his teeth are sharp, like a shark's. Putting the dagger away, he wheels forward with one great push. And he gets here. And he does kind of smell like alcohol. And he wheels past Lorelei. And then he continues until he's in the center of you. Taylin steps out of the bushes, which she's barely taller than, like... but it's just because she has so much adrenaline. You don't think she's panicking. You think she's pretty comfortable with violence, just so everybody knows. But she is. She looks like a kitten that maybe, like, got too close to, like, a flame, so her whiskers are a little tinged. You know what I mean? Yeah. And right here is when Havelock says, "Listen up. How many of you have heard the term Auric in relation to a caster or a mage?"
Not me.
That's a good question.
Yeah, DM, do we?
Everybody can roll a history if you'd like to try.
No, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna get type the number.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna bother typing.
Absolutely not.
Can you repeat what you said, Dolly?
History.
No. Like, you said something in terms of a caster or a mage. What was the word?
Auric.
I got a 22.
Said. Okay.
Cassius is just still angrily either attacking the water or the crystals wherever they are. He's not even thinking about
Just
the question. that was
punching them
asked.
out of the air, even though they're like beautiful,
Yeah.
delicate little pieces of glass. Just,
Yeah.
God, you ruined my paper. Freaking everything is ruined.
Yep.
Okay. So only August is rolling?
Sorry, I have to roll. Just give me a second.
No
I
worries.
have +5, so definitely gonna roll.
Hold on.
+5, 19.
Okay. Are two of you the only ones rolling?
I got a 3, so
Yeah, I got
Some of us just
5.
rolled terribly.
Okay, you do have those inspirations.
Yeah, you know what? Yes.
Nah.
no.
You
Honestly,
might.
okay.
I will
I
put
used
it this way. Every one of you will have heard this term in your home worlds, but it means something different to each of you. So really
Oh, cute.
consider whether you don't use your inspiration or not. You can assume he's going to tell you his iteration, but again, remember, I like to tell my stories with unreliable narrators. Each NPC has their own thoughts, their own motivations, and their own goals. Just because one NPC tells you how things are does not mean that that is the reality. That means that that is their perception of the reality.
Okay, I use my inspo,
Okay.
which is a lot better than it was before.
All right, what'd you get?
17.
Perfect. And Lorelai, you're going to reroll again? You keep in the know.
Nope. Not.
Okay. And Cassius?
I'm
still-
gonna be dumb.
Still punching Sky.
Yeah, he's single-minded right now.
Okay.
Kind
He's
of reminds
still
me
raging.
of when, like, dogs try to eat sky raisins.
It's pretty similar. And then watching him, the other green brain cell brings over some of the glass for him to crush. It's like, here you go. So she's like batting it, but very gently, so she can catch it into her paws and then bring it over. Anyways, it's very, yeah. Okay, Nim.
Yes.
The entire organization is filled with Auric.
Ah.
And you... Oh.
Fuck.
Well, shit.
They are very prominent where you're from. They are masters of manipulation on a political scale, on an economic scale, on a rich versus poor scale. They are the rich that subjugate the poor, and they make the weak continue the cycle. They are also incredibly powerful mages. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Skyla,
Yes.
you have heard the name. There was a dance, a ball, the only one your aunt ever hosted before things turned different. You were very young, and you remember this beautiful fae. He lingers in your mind. Maybe he was your tiny boy, young man boy crush. Regardless, he introduced himself as an Auric, an arbiter of magi and fates. Write that down in your notes.
I'm writing that down.
Can you say that again?
An arbiter of magi and fates. This order that he's from, the Auric, were your auntie, you remember she prickled at that. Specifically, you found yourself outside under the mage lights that hung like twinkling stars over the garden that had been set for dancing and wine. And this Auric, this fae, he was singing to the flowers, making them swoon and giggle. Skyla, you still have the flower that he produced out of nothing for you. The petals itself shimmer like oil. And depending on the time of day, the rose is either red or black. Now, whether you brought it with you to Strixhaven, that's entirely up to you, but write that down in your notes.
It has been written down.
Okay, it is called the Auric Bloom. That's what you have. All right.
Right. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay,
I
Finnick.
rolled.
Yeah, each of you know something different about him. But yeah, Finnick.
Uh-huh.
The Auric.
Left over here. Uh-huh. Continue.
The Auric are hunters. Specifically of fairy wings. You see, a fairy is different from a pixie, a scrig, a mite, a sprite. A fairy's wings, its color, denotes its connection to magic. Its wings are its freedom, and Auric collect them. Aurics in your home are considered fey, but cannibalistic. Unseelie of the worst sort. In fact, they're so unseelie that even the unseelie courts do not want them and have banished them to the wicked wastes. And the wicked wastes is filled with briars and thorns and patches of raw, evil, venerated plants seemingly brought to life for one purpose: to feed on the blood of the living. Your people have another name for the Auric, and occasionally it gets confused for a vampire. For the life of you, you cannot remember the derogative term, the other word, for these vampiric fae. And then all at once it clicks. And you remember a warning, not from your mother, but a nursemaid that was very close to her, that they are changelings, the Auric. And they'll pluck you clean from your bed,
and they'll take you out to the wicked wastes, and you'll never see your mom again. You remember her voice, her warning. And you instinctually, even in your octopi body, feel where your wings are attached. You've never seen an Auric attack, Finnick, but you remember when your father came home from hunting a series of Auric. You remember his expression when he came home from finding some fairies destroyed, their wings cut. Because once a fairy's wing is cut, clean, severed, they die. They cannot live without them. And it takes the magic of a wish to return them. And finally, August. Where you come from, the Auric practice a type of cultivation, a type of possession, a remote viewing, if you will. It is why spells like Protect Good and Evil are so important, or Shield of Faith, that disrupt an entity's ability to possess. Auric are magi of every race, but they are struck by a single vile purpose, an appetite for power and dominion. The prince. He was one. He became an Auric before the end, feeding off of the life force of the innocent, possessed by something greater, willingly adore. You have seen them, fought them, and though they are able to change their shape, though they are able to transform and look like your very best friend, it is a mockery. It is a mockery to those that were made, those that were engineered and crafted. Your shoulder aches with remembered pain, and it stings where the numbers are. And Arnav continues. All existence is infused with magical power, and potential energy lies untapped in every rock, stream, and living creature. Even the air itself is magic. You think you can pull off great acrobatic feats without magic? You think it is only your bravery alone that enables you to swing the sword? No, students. It is magic. And he explains every class bears its emblems, its channeling, its magic. How the shadows seem to bend, enabling you to sneak up on an enemy. How you are able to sing and pluck notes from the air as if angels themselves are harmonizing. It is all magic. Raw magic is the frozen stuff of creation, the mote and mindless will of being. It suffuses every bit of matter and is present in every manifestation of energy throughout existence. The Auric are able to tap into the third and fourth weave. There are 2 weaves we teach explicitly here at Strixhaven. The first you will learn in Temperance and Time. The second is its shadow cast upon the sky and ground in equal measure. But the third
and the fourth are only for auric use.
And he looks at all of you.
Every one of you maintains potential for the use of auric magic.
And I think that's where we're going to end tonight.
Damn,
Right.
that's a good actually.
Hmm.
Congratulations, you're all special.
Fuck.
This is something that Cassius has no way of knowing. Okay?
Okay.
Like he doesn't know. But Corian does about him. Okay? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so for chat and the character secret, here is the secret that it will come into play eventually. Cassius, there was a time where, after being on the run and praying that your clan thought you were dead, that you settled outside a comfortable sized town, and you would go and read. This is in your backstory. And you wrote for me to figure out how you got into Strixhaven.
Yes.
And I think this will surprise you. Though your tribe is fierce and protective and strong and a little savage and wild, there are those like you who thought and wished for more. Probably chief among them, your mom. And she followed you. As she followed all of her children, as they took their rite of passage. Being wild, not following the rules, well, it wasn't the proprietors that brought you warm drinks and meals when you fell asleep reading your tomes. It wasn't the librarians that covered you with blankets, and it wasn't the librarians that sent Corian to look over some of your essays that you thought you had lost and raged and grew frustrated about, only to find them again near your folded clothes. Which, again, these people that wash your clothes, very nice. But it was your mother who saw that you entered Strixhaven, knowing that she would very likely never see you again. A favor from saving Corian's life while he traveled to your world with his adventuring party. And his curiosity got the best of him, and he wandered into an orc camp, and it was almost lunch. And your mother saved him. And he gave her a gift. A pearl. Should she ever need him. And she used it on you. Unlike your brothers, you were her child like the wind, errant and curious and intelligent. And she let you go. Cassius will never know unless Corian tells him.
I'm not crying. All you guys are crying.
No, I'm not. Jeez.
Wow.
I miss my mom.
Mm. Well, thank you for that scene.
Yeah. Here's a little secret for you. Little details like that I love to write, regardless on if you ever learn them or not. They're just there to make the NPCs feel more real.